Tucked away in the backwoods of Jessamine County is a sanctuary nestled on 30 acres along Jessamine Creek. A safe haven for primates. Home for 9 chimps and 40 monkeys.
Quite often they are voluntarily surrendered by their owner. So some of them have been confiscated, but for the most part, these people have slowly come to terms with the fact that they've got a wild animal inside of their home and that they're not equipped to provide it the care and the medical attention and the proper nutrition and the companionship that is just so important for these amazingly social creatures.
The Primate Rescue Center was created nearly 20 years ago and is run by volunteers.
In captivity, it's different than in the wild.
Gina Lyons has been here every Sunday for the last 7 years.
Being part of the chimps' lives and getting to know them, they are us. They're just like us, and those have been some of the most close bonds I've formed.
The stories are hard to hear, stories like Dewey's.
He had a catheter in his brain, and it had a cocaine drip in it. And that's basically how he spent his day every day. And the lab director, I think, kind of took pity on him and brought him here after he left the lab. And he actually does real well. He is the kindest, most loved, I think, resident of the monkeys on the property.
And Louie.
Yeah, so he's rocking with blankets, and that is a direct result of being taken from his mother at birth. So he didn't grow up with the comfort of being able to cling to his mother, and so as a baby monkey and as a pet monkey, he had to create ways to comfort himself because he didn't have his mother to comfort him.
And Luke, whose former owner removed all his teeth so he wouldn't bite. There's also Delia, abandoned in an apartment bathroom without food and water. Everyone here has a story to tell, right down to the volunteers.
I have been fascinated by chimps since I was a little girl, and I always thought that I had to go to Africa to be involved with chimps, and didn't really want to go that far away from my family. So then 5 years ago, I just kind of Googled primate in Kentucky just to see if there was anything out there, and came up with Primate Rescue Center, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could volunteer.
Ask a volunteer who is getting more out of this, the primates or the caretakers. Well,
I always say this is my sanctuary because I feel like they do more for me than I do for them. Being here is peaceful. It's they bring me out of funks.
43-year-old Donald has a special place in Lyons' heart.
It's just between him and I, and we're very good friends. We're very close. We're kind of like soulmates. It's kind of just an unspoken bond, and we've been very close for 7 years, and it's very hard to explain, but him and I are we're kind of best buds, and it's a very special, nice thing to have in your life.
He's thriving now.
Humility, resilience.
And yet they are so kind to us. They're so forgiving. They can just brush things off. They love us. They depend on us after all they've been through. And if they can do that, what can't we do? Why do we dwell on our little petty things that we think about every day?